All right, YouTube. So I wanted to go ahead and revisit the event where Roman Polanski won the Oscar for the Best Picture, and the people in the room gave him a standing ovation. People including Meryl Streep, Martin Scorsese, Adrian Brody. There's a couple more there that I didn't recognize. But that's a pretty clear indication about their opinion on what he did. And basically just the act of pedophilia. It really demonstrated that they approve of that type of behavior. And Meryl Streep basically confirmed this when she said, "Oh, I'm very sorry that he's in jail." Basically saying, I don't disapprove of his crime. That's fine with me. I'm actually upset that he's in jail. That's pretty much what she said. Kim Cattrall did the same thing too. Kim Cattrall basically excused his behavior because she was put on the spot when the interviewer basically asked her about her decision to work with Roman Polanski, and she basically said, "Oh, I try to separate the two things." Kim Cattrall's an interesting one because I've heard that she might be one of these Hollywood swamp creatures, one of the pedos. And a really very, very, very creepy hint that was dropped by none other Seth MacFarlane in the Cleveland Show. He said something along the lines of making a joke in a simile form, a room filled with basically a room with Kim Cattrall and a room filled with scared boys, essentially waiting for it to be over. That was what the joke was. If you don't believe me, you can find it in the Springfield script. They have all the Cleveland Show episodes. You could Google and kind of paraphrase and find it. It's the episode where Cleveland's coaching his son's baseball team for the high school. So they made that comment, which is interesting. But going back to the main thing with Roman Polanski, he seems to be like the poster child for this type of behavior, because now you're seeing guys like James Gunn and Dan Harmon now get exposed for who they actually are. No one in their right mind would joke about it, and it's not even joking because it's not funny. It's essentially their attempts to normalize the behavior. It's the same thing with the applause at the Oscars. It's the exact same thing. It's basically saying there's nothing wrong with this. And to even go further, the Oscars official YouTube page that has the footage that's featured in the video that I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. It's a Mark Dice video. It's going to be in the description. The Oscars has that exact same video, but they have disabled the comments in like and dislike bar, basically to prevent anybody from making others aware of who Roman Polanski really is, the truth about him. But it's nice. I'm very happy to see that these people are finally getting exposed for who they are, because they're bad people, and it needs to stop, obviously. Another interesting thing too that was in the video. Thank you, Mark Dice, very much for making that video. I really appreciate it. And just a little disclaimer: I've been critical of Mark Dice in the past, but I'm a big fan of his work. So, but I did not realize that there was a clip of Whoopi Goldberg in this. Excuse me, in this video. Now, I knew that it's pretty much commonly known around Hollywood, based off the people I've talked to there, that Whoopi Goldberg is very abusive to her staff and sometimes her coworkers. That was very clear when she, the way she was talking to Judge Jeanine. She basically, she seems like the kind of person you'd have to walk on eggshells around, because she seems like someone who gets really easily offended by a lot of stuff. So, and then she tends to react violently. That's her reputation, throwing things and shit at her staff, like her food. But Whoopi Goldberg, in a old piece of footage from The View after the actual incident with Roman Polanski. So the charge was essentially what the charge was statutory rape for Roman Polanski. And Whoopi Goldberg tried to say that it wasn't rape. She basically tried to dance around it and basically tried to normalize it, essentially. So yet another piece of the puzzle falls in place about Whoopi Goldberg. No wonder she's so loud and panicky. It's because she knows she's probably going to be going to jail, along with all the other Hollywood swamp creatures. I don't know if Roman Polanski's ever going to get caught. That's an interesting thing. You know, I think he's in Europe, so he's probably pretty safe over there. But it's nice. I think that it's wonderful that everybody on Twitter, Jack Posibiuk, Mike Cernovich, everybody, Sticks, Hacks, and Hammer, thank you so much for making videos about this. Thank you for raising awareness about James Gunn. Everybody else, you've been doing a fantastic job. We need to keep this up, folks. We really need to keep this up. Because President Trump can't do it on his own. He can't drain the swamp by himself, but you know, we can help. And that's what we can do. We can essentially just keep raising awareness about these things. And I'm very shocked that that Whoopi Goldberg said that, you know, because I thought, like, you know, like there was already enough wrong with her, and now she makes this comment about Roman Polanski. So check out the video. It's going to be in the description below. It's about 4 minutes long. It's a really good video. Mark Dice, keep up the good work, man. You've been making a lot of good videos, and yeah, hopefully we just put an end to all this craziness. All right, guys, peace.